Oh, baby, how you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's Ceci and Adam.
The Momlennial podcast is back? Question mark? Woo. Are we back? Are we all together?
So.
Are we on the same page? So. Did you do that 2-minute update you were texting about?
For the internet?
Yes. You texted yesterday. You're like, I think
take
I should.
That as a no.
I thought you were going to do a 2-minute podcast to let people know why we haven't been back with the people.
Yeah, that happened. That definitely happened. That was last week I posted that. So if you're wondering why we've been so quiet for so long, it's
your fault.
Everything's great.
It's the millennial.
It's also kind of true. I went on a trip and then my internet didn't work, which we used to record the podcast. But now we're back.
You've upgraded.
True. I have upgraded. You guys are not as blurry today. This is wonderful. On camera.
Everyone's coming in crystal clear.
Amazing. It was funny because Adam was like, I don't know if it's a good idea when it's 115 degrees outside that I have my router in my window with the desert sun shining directly on it. And Eliana, Anna and I were like, yeah, I think that's
I wouldn't think so.
Apparently, routers don't like to get, how they say, overheated. So how about that? And it was rated the perfect angle where it came through the blinds and the door crack. So like the blinds didn't even block it. So I was like, I think I need to move that.
Well, I'm glad that you've upgraded and updated. You only went up 2 megabytes, though? I'm kind of concerned about that.
So this... I upgraded by $10. Let's be real. Guys, I don't know what's happened in my advanced stage of life so far, but I've become so cheap. So cheap. I cook everything
out. Dutch man out of West Michigan, but you can't take the Dutch out of the man.
I'm just a cracking lips Dutch man. It doesn't even matter anymore. Every discount, every store, every coupon. It's terrible, and I still can't afford a house. What's up with that?
I did the same thing. I follow an influencer on TikTok who is 48 years old, and she is like a professional makeup artist or esthetician, like a makeup artist and esthetician. Oh. And so she was like, "This is how I'm doing my makeup this summer," and she went through her whole routine. And I wrote down every product that she used. And then I created a document with links, and I thought, I am buying every product this woman is pitching, every single thing, because it's good for 50-year-old skin, you see. And so to the tune of, I think we were at $478. I bought everything on this lady's list. And so it started to trickle in, like the products have started to trickle in. So today I received a white eyeliner pencil.
Oh,
and put it down. No, we're not doing that anymore.
Triggered.
Alex Earl already said we're done with it. No.
Alex
Makes
Earl
your eyes
is
look
not
like a doll
fitty.
too much. No. Okay, but listen. She looked back at all of her pictures from 2022, 2023, 2024 when everyone was doing the white eyeliner, and she was like, why do my eyes look psychotic? She's like, I look like a fake doll from the 50s.
I want to look like a fake doll. I got it. I spent $18 on it. It's going on my waterline, which I never knew existed.
$18? Buy the elf one.
It's for old people. No, I bought what that lady told me to buy. I clicked the link. I did that. The linky. That's what I did.
Oh, gosh.
But then
did you use her affiliate link, or did you just go on Sephora?
Well, I went to I decided I get overwhelmed in Ulta and Sephora.
Oh,
okay. I get overwhelmed there in person.
Yeah.
I even get overwhelmed online. So I went to all of the websites. I did, like the home pages of the products. And then they were all offering, Adam, like, this is back to what you're saying. They were all offering like 10% if you sign up for email, 20% if you sign up for email and text, all of it.
She already has 30,000 like emails.
Yeah.
Also, I love as a guy all the makeup talk. I'm hearing as wah 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 wah.
White.
I'm like,
Yeah,
these words.
we got to start making our eyes pop. We got to start doing white eyeliner on the waterline. I'm doing it. I bought the thing. It's happening. Except for then I'm scrolling today and I don't know how the ophthalmologist popped on there and knew that I just bought that. She was like, don't ever put
Tight
eyeliner
line your waterline.
because that's where like the tears form or something and you're clogging the ducts. I
Yep.
don't care. I spent the
dear.
money. It's going on my face.
Your daughter literally had tear duct surgery at the ripe age of 2, so I don't know why you didn't listen to that.
Because I spent the money and I'm doing exactly. And then I've watched this lady's video 100 times. 100
sure.
times to try to like.
Did you
So
screen
I'm-
record it?
No, I don't know how to do that. I don't know.
You know,
how to
I
do
can
that.
relate. I'm the same with being cheap. Besides, I wouldn't have bought the makeup, and I wouldn't have been shopping for makeup.
Other than that,
But you know, but the waterline thing sounds nice. I guess
look how bright my eyes look.
they look.
Don't
They
I
look
look wide
waterlined.
awake?
They look. They look very summerish.
You are judging me,
No.
daughter.
Oh, yeah, maybe she is.
Ellie sent me the funniest text yesterday. She sent me the funniest text. She and her husband signed up for a golf club membership where they are because you can go to the
Ooh.
pool there and then you can golf and you can
Yup.
play pickleball.
Oosh.
And
Yup.
I really
Yup.
promoted to her that I think this is a good use of her money because they're very money conscious, like Adam, a little bit like we all are these days. Everything is expensive.
Correct.
And I was like, but this hits because
It's
It's
fun.
something
It's an
to
activity.
do.
His friends are doing it. Like it's
Checks
a
all the
community
boxes.
thing more than just golfing.
Community.
It's a hobby. It's a lot of good things.
I think it's perfect. So she sent me the text and she was like, we just submitted the application for the golf course. And I texted her back and I said, that's great, Ellie. But the text said, that's great, comma, Eliana.
Comma.
And then she texted me back, thank you, comma, mother.
That's
I
awesome.
was like, are we signing letters right now? Like, that's
Sincerely
great,
yours.
Eliana. I was
That's
like, when
great,
do you
comma,
call me that? Usually it's
Eliana.
like, that's amazing, honey, with an exclamation point. I was like, what are we doing?
I was talk to texting, okay?
See, now that you live in the country club
I
life, it's
know.
all bougie, fancy text now.
Oh, these two are bougie.
Which I
I'm telling
love.
you what.
Sign me up. That's what I was saying. I was like, you're telling me I can get into one of these things at 22. I am setting myself up for success. I was like, I get to learn the lingo. I can know how to talk to the little guy and be like, hey, can I get a key
Lingo.
for one of the carts, please? I want to play the back 9. Like, hello? Sign me up.
At least you're being nice to the guy who's giving you the keys. You guys, I have a confession to make.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Did you Karen it up?
I Karened it up yesterday.
No.
It was bad, and you all on the
Oh,
internet
no.
should call me out. This is how
Oh, no.
Karen got her name. So I'm hangry. It's 12:30.
Oh.
I
Boy.
hadn't eaten anything, nothing. I'm starving. Well, I do the intermittent fasting thing, so it's like
Oh, this is
So
intentional
whose fault
starving.
is that?
it's
yeah.
mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's mine.
yeah.
And then the Burger King by where we live has 2 lanes, and they have changed. Which
gosh.
just drives me bananas. But what am I going to do about it? They changed the near lane to only in-app purchases. So if you purchase your food in the app, because you have to be a millennial or a Gen Z, because I don't even know how to use the app to order food, really. So then you get a
If you're
special
talking about
line.
discounts, that's what you got to get. You got to get the points, and then you get the money off, and then it's a good deal.
Love
That's
the
true.
points.
Just
I
saying.
did sign up for the McDonald's app, even though I never eat at McDonald's because my daughter always eats at McDonald's and she's like, you can get free fries. I'm fine, whatever. And then anyway, so I
Anything for
go
free
there.
fries.
I never go to Burger King. I don't go there, but I was really hungry for one of their chicken sandwiches. The original chicken sandwich. That's all I wanted for
Oh
lunch.
yeah.
But the sign had been taken down off of the pole. So what do? This is my lucky day. I get to drive in the near lane, even though I did not make an in-app
Oh.
purchase. And the
Oh,
gal says to me,
Karen.
ma'am, are you here to pick up an in-app purchase? And I said, no, there's no sign.
There's no. I know that it's not the right lane, but because there's no sign, it changes everything.
There's no sign. There's no sign on the pole.
Oh,
And
well, ma'am.
she goes, this is the lane for in-app purchases. I go, but there's no sign.
Oh my gosh.
And she
But
goes,
you knew the sign was there at one point.
but it was gone. I figured they took it off because I figured they
Oh.
changed the rule. So I say to her,
Yeah.
Of
Right.
she
course.
goes, ma'am, I go, what do you want me to do? Because I'm already, and then she goes, ma'am, you're going to have to like go in the other lane. And it was really busy. There were 7 cars ahead of me. I couldn't back up because there was someone already behind me. They probably made an in-app purchase. And I go, tell you what we'll do. How about you let me just order today? Even though there's no sign saying that this is the app line, why don't
Oh
you just
my
let me order
word.
and then I'll remember for the future. And she goes, we're really busy. I'm going to have to say no.
And
I go,
they shut you down.
Mm-hmm. I go, no. And she goes, yeah, this is the in-app purchase line. I go, there's no sign on this.
This is a real battle of of wills
So
here.
she
This
just
is
looks,
bad.
she just goes silent. And I go, finally, I go, you're not serving me?
Oh my gosh.
And
Mom.
You're on Burger King corporate wall now. Your face is on
Mom.
every corporate wall. You have been Burger Kinged. Banished.
Don't go back there ever.
Ever. I am banned for life. So then she goes, if you would like food, you're going to have to go in the other lane. And I go, how about I just go? And I skirted out of line, to which I'm sure there were cheers and hoots and hollers
yeah.
and high fives because Karen
Oh, yeah.
got up out of line and went to Arby's. Thank you very much.
You drove all the way to Arby's?
I was so mad.
There's a
Here's the thing. I was in the wrong. It was
can't
me.
believe-
It was 100% me. I was so
At least
mad.
owning
I was
up to
so
it.
mad. I was mad when she said, "Ma'am, we're really busy." What's the appropriate response? I'm so sorry you're busy. I apologize. Even though you didn't have the sign. I'm sorry. Have a great day.
Well, also, like, it's not your fault that they're busy.
I,
It's like, I'm trying to
I
give
can't
you
believe
money
you
to
didn't
give me a
use
sandwich.
The Burger King saying and be like,
I want it my way.
yeah, exactly.
Isn't that the
He's like,
Burger
"Man,
King
that's
saying
not
"Have it
house."
your way"? Or is that Wendy's?
It is. Have it your way with exceptions.
What's Burger King? I'm the king. I'm
I
apparently
don't know
not.
what Wendy's is, but probably don't go there to find out.
And like, what was I expecting the 16-year-old to do? Run out there and reinstall the sign for Karen who can't figure it out? Like, no. Like, just move along.
No.
No.
Just move along. Just keep it going.
But you know what I realized? Like, sometimes
Wow.
when we get
Well.
yelled at, it's not about the person. It's just like I was in such a bad mood and I took it out on the poor Burger King lady. So I repent. I'm never going back. I think that was a universal versus way of saying that chicken sandwich you love so much has a lot of calories and you don't need it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, back. Yep.
Wow. Well, how did Arby's like you?
Arby's treated me like the queen I am.
Did you go
Good
through
for
the Karen lane?
Arby's. Their curly fries are better anyways.
I could tell I was just legitimately in a bad mood because when I went to Arby's, I ordered something brand new on the menu, which was a new sandwich, and they had this big picture of it. What are those subs that you get in New Jersey? What are they famous for? Like,
like
what's it
the boardwalk
called?
subs?
You're thinking of a Philly
Philly
thinking-
cheese steak.
Philly cheesesteak
Philly
in
cheesesteak. Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Like I said, Philadelphia. So,
New Jersey.
so they're
You know, Philadelphia, New Jersey.
You know,
I love it
same
there.
diff. So they're promoting it, and it's like this gore. I love a Philly cheesesteak, right? And so I was going to go for a roast beef sandwich, but I went for the Philly cheesesteak. And in the picture, it was cut in half. And when I got it, it's like a full sub. How am I supposed to bite into the? It's not. So I'm mad about that. I didn't say anything, but then I was like, you know what? Potentially, it's me that I'm the problem.
Potentially. I will say this
Let's see, every
is not the
restaurant.
first time you've been upset about a piece of bread not being cut in half. Do we need to flash back to almost a year ago when you were upset at the accountant for not getting bagels that were cut in half the morning of my wedding?
Oh no. Oh no. The day of your wedding too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
dear.
had
Oh,
I
dear.
had the account, and I said go pick up some bagels, and they're supposed to cut them into fourths so like the dainty little bridesmaids can eat them and all of that. And he just brought whole bagels.
Oh my god.
And she was like, "You've ordered bagel platters for youth events your entire life, and this is the one time where you get the whole bagels." And da 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 da. And the bridesmaids are like, "It's okay. There's
fine.
butter knives. We can cut up the bagels."
It's gonna be
And you're like,
It made a mess, but
"Okay."
whatever. It made a mess, but whatever.
maybe you just shouldn't go out to eat anymore.
I know. It's me. Hi.
Just
I'm the
stay at
problem.
home.
Yeah, it's true.
When the hunger level's
But-
over a 5, maybe we just cook at home.
I know. I want to be nicer to people. I'm trying. I don't always succeed. So what are you gonna do?
You just you just need me to go into the restaurant and like make the order for you, because you know me. I couldn't, even if somebody punched me in the face at the drive-thru, I'd still be like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Don't
fine.
worry about
It's
it.
fine.
Here's an extra $10.
I love my
just
sandwich with
because.
a side of
Mayonnaise.
abuse.
Can
my
I get
favorite
mayonnaise
side.
on it if it's like convenient for you? I know it's like an extra 2 seconds of
Oh my gosh.
work. So if
I
you
do
don't want
that
to do
all
it,
the
that's
time.
fine.
I do that all the time where somebody's literally working and I'm like, if you have the time, and it's like, it's your job. Why am I checking in if it's okay to do your job?
Do your job.
That's
Like,
right.
do you
have
want
time.
mayonnaise? Yeah. If it's at your easiest convenience.
If you can, you know what? I'll just get it. I'll just climb over the
Yeah.
window and just put it
Yeah,
do it
never
myself.
I'll take
I don't
care
want
of it.
You can just
inconvenience
bring
you.
a packet and I can put it on myself.
That's right. Here's $1 because I feel guilty to go get it. But anyways, so
Well,
Well,
it's a way
that's-
better. It's a way better way to live than the way I was living yesterday. I'll tell you that much. Way nicer.
well, that's fine. But Arby's took you in with
They
their
took me
lovely
in.
roast
They-
beef and
they-
curly fries and said,
I just don't feel like there's many pleasant experiences to be had out there in the fast food world anymore. I'm just,
No.
it's just not like it used to be, and that's okay. That's okay.
With the exception of
there is
Chick-fil-A.
one place though. Yes,
Do we
that's
all
the
agree?
one.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A
Mhm.
kills it almost every time.
Here's
This was
here's
so
what I'm
funny.
saying. If Chick-fil-A
okay.
were to run the world,
Yeah.
there would be no wars currently. There would be no
No.
fights. There would be no oil arguments. We'd all be laughing it up over a chicken sandwich and then an extra breakfast sandwich we get the next day because we got the points.
They would have gone
Facts.
to Iran and they would have handed out the number one to all of those guys that are using their centrifuge machines to filter out uranium and plutonium. And they would have been like, guys, we don't need nuclear war. We just need a chicken sandwich with some
Chicken-
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Correct. That
Exactly.
Chick-fil-A sauce could heal the world. It's so good.
I could.
So good.
No, it's not. Hot take
What?
Chick-fil-A sauce is not it.
Ellie,
Mm-mm.
that's the reason why there's
Nope.
war. Right here. This
Yes,
is exactly
and then
the
Chick-fil-A would cause
problem.
war because of the sauces. They'd be like, no, the barbecue's better, the Polynesian.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right. And then so,
is what
what
causes
don't you like about the
wars.
sauce? Is it too saucy?
It's too mustardy
Totally is.
and just like,
But what is- yeah, what's about
like,
the sauce?
I just need the ketchup and it's fine. Like it's not the best fast food sauce. It's really not.
What do you rank as the best fast food sauce?
That's a great
Ooh,
question.
yeah.
Honestly, cane sauce, Raising Cane sauce wins 11 times out of 10. That stuff is so good.
Here's my question about Raising Cane's.
It's pretty good.
Do you have it out there in Arizona, Adam?
We do. I had it for the first time a few months ago.
Okay, my kids are obsessed with Raising Cane's, but we don't have one around. So that's where we go when we're on vacation and we see one, and it's this huge treat. But Chick-fil-A used to be a huge treat when we would go to Florida
Mhm.
or, on vacation, and there's this,
Right.
Gulf Shores, and there's this one Chick-fil-A, and that was like how you knew vacation was starting.
Mhm.
You'd pull into the Chick-fil-A, and it was this big thing. But then when we got Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A is just like, nah, okay. I mean, it's great, but you don't like crave it or anything.
It's not as
I-
special. Yeah.
No, and so
Yeah.
I kind of don't want Raising Cane's to come into town because I don't want. It's fun to have a couple of things you can't get at home.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, you should park in one of their little lanes there and tell them what you think. just like the big
Can
old
you
BK.
close this location? I only want this when I leave town.
There's
I
no time.
actually need you to leave. I'll sign a
there-
petition. I'll get a petition started. No Raising Cane's in a 50-mile radius
Yeah.
of me. Please.
If
Thank
I
you.
remove your Raising Cane sign, you're not here. There's no sign. There's no sign.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what does
I
it
didn't see
matter?
a sign.
So I agree with that. It is nice to have like that special place you go to only on vacation because that's what makes it special.
Mhm.
But in the chicken world, unpopular opinion, I think Raising Cane sides are great. I think the chicken's okay because I think Church's chicken is better.
What's Church's chicken?
It's like deep fried heaven on a big old basket that they give you. It's like the crispiest, juiciest deep fried chicken I've had. I think at a fast food place. It's actually really good. Really
Church's chicken.
Church's
I'll have to try
Church's
it.
chicken, and it's a chain. It's around. I don't think there's any out east. Well, at least in the upper Midwest, east part of the country. But I think they have the better chicken. But then I think Raising Cane has the better sides. So if there's two in the same town, you go to each place and you get the sides of Raising
you get a
Cane's
little bit
and
of
the
both.
sauce. Yes, exactly. It's
I
fantastic.
do find it weird, like with Raising Cane's, that you have to get 3 chicken fingers on a bun, and then they count that as like 1 chicken sandwich. It's just kind of like,
Oh yeah.
it's like okay.
Well, because have you heard how Raising Cane started?
Raisins.
No, I think it started in New Orleans or some like southern city. And it started as a college. It started in a college town, and it was basically a place where they were only open from like 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. because they were serving college students that had just gone out of bars and were hungry. So all they served was chicken tenders and fries and bread
Oh,
and
that
drinks.
makes sense. That
So
makes
then
sense.
when they started expanding
Oh.
to other places and adding the slaw and the sandwiches, quote unquote, which we all know is just the tenders and lettuce on bread, their whole thing was like, no, we're good at chicken tenders and fries
Oh,
and drinks,
I respect that.
and that's how we'll expand slightly.
They know their
So,
lane.
there you go.
You know, another college, like a little thing you find by college campuses that I always wanted to try, and I had a chance to try it last night, and it was meh.
Oh.
Insomnia cookies.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
love cookies, and I love
Yeah,
their
they're,
signs, and I was like, Insomnia cookies, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to try. I had dropped Zane off at a baseball game. It was right on a college campus. I had an hour before the game, and I'm like, Insomnia. It's just me and the insomnia. And I was like,
You're
Okay.
like, oh, maybe it
Yeah.
causes insomnia. Not that good. Was
I
it too
thought it
much
was mid.
frosting? Or like
they didn't
too
have any
sweet?
frosting on it. They were just boring. They just kind of
Yeah.
tasted like the cookies you get, the frozen cookies from Gordon Food Service or something. They just were like,
Oh.
meh.
Yeah,
Oh,
They weren't that
no.
they're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they're
agree.
okay.
They have one on Michigan's campus that we tried like a couple times, and it's something that it's a lot better in theory than it actually is. It's almost like a
Agreed.
Domino's pizza. Like when you think like or something like that, it's like, oh, like for some reason like a greasy pizza sounds really good, and then you get it and you're just kind of like this hurt my
Yeah.
stomach more
Too
than
greasy.
it tasted good. Like this
Yeah,
did
totally.
not work.
Totally.
But it's the only place open at 3:30 a.m. if you need a pizza. So
Precisely. So it's
There
like
you
I
go.
would have
sometimes
loved
you gotta
it
do
in
what you gotta do.
college because I would have been eating cookies all day, every day in college for sure.
You know,
But
speaking of
yes.
generational changes, I feel like over time the palates change as well too. So like places I go now that used to be amazing, now I'm like, it's okay.
McDonald's is that for me. I can't stand McDonald's. Bleh. And I used to love it. I used to love McDonald's. I knew it was bad, but I
You
didn't
used-
care.
You used to love the mini M&M flurry. I feel like every time, or their hot fudge sundae. I feel like every time I went to McDonald's, that's what you got.
Well, it's because I'm a dessert girl.
Well, and
I'll
but-
still go to McDonald's for
but-
dessert.
Yeah, right. Twist my arm.
you're gonna have to go to McDonald's next week though because the snack wrap is back.
Yes.
It is?
That is the
Yes.
world's best fast food snack. The
Yes.
snack wrap
I was gonna say,
is back.
It's
the
pretty
amount
good.
of times I've seen you and Dad order snack wraps in my childhood, like it's logged as a core memory. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, they have to go.
If they would bring back the Jell-O pudding pop, I would be all set.
What the? There's
The
a Jell-O
McDonald's
pudding
used to
pop
have
at McDonald's.
that. What?
No,
Are you for
not at Mc-
reals?
I'm just talking about things from my past that they should bring back. No,
Oh.
the company Jell-O used to make a frozen pudding pop. It had a thin layer of ice over top of it that you would crunch off a little bit. That thing was delicious. Bring back the pudding pop. It was better than a fudgesicle and a popsicle and all of the sickles.
Huh.
It was so good.
All the sickles. You should crowdfund this. Get it back.
I should.
Right.
I guess.
Because I have a lot of good ideas.
You know what you do. You know what I want back from my McDonald's childhood? The cinnamonies. There was some sort of cinnamon bites that McDonald's has, and I would always get them after school because there was a McDonald's right next to where Mallory did karate. And on Wednesdays, my dad would let me get a snack in between karate and youth group, and that's what I got. I got the cinnamonies, and they were these like dough bites with cinnamon butter and frosting in one of their like burger boxes, essentially. Oh my
Cinnamonies.
gosh! I mean, were they a breakfast food? Yeah, but were they delicious any time of day? Absolutely. And then the one time I tried to order them and they didn't have them, I was upset.
Were you? Oh, that reminds me of the other time I yelled at a McDonald's drive-through employee. Were you in the car when I yelled because of the ice cream machine was down?
Yes. Me and Brayden were in the car. It was so funny. It was so funny.
It was after. It was after a soccer
Miami.
tournament. Okay,
Yep.
and I had just heard that McDonald's employees lie if they don't feel like making McFlurries. They'll just say, "Oh, our ice cream machine is done."
That's awesome.
And so we roll up to the drive-thru.
All 7 of us in the car. Okay, we
Yeah.
all want
Oh,
McFlurries.
gosh.
Yeah. Oreo
Yep.
McFlurries,
Yep.
Emma McFlurries. And she's like, I'm sorry. And she said it really, like, I'm sorry. Our ice cream machine is down. I was in the passenger seat. I lean
Yep.
over Dave and I go, that's a lie.
Was she like, excuse me, ma'am?
No, well,
Would you like fries
he
with that?
kindly was like, okay, and then started driving away. And then as we're driving away,
That
he
would be.
That's a lie! And there's literally a Wendy's across the street. We literally just
my
got the
gosh.
Frosties
I
and we were
cannot.
content. But she was so mad about this article she had read or a TikTok she had seen. We don't know. And she was like, "You liars!" It was so funny. So funny.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Like, how did they even respond to that?
How they
Like,
respond to
They
every
didn't have
Karen.
a chance to.
Yeah, Dad pulled away.
You did
We
a
were
yell by.
gone.
You didn't even give her a chance.
Literally.
Screamed and
Literally.
ripped off. If you want more of the Momlennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.